fiction, a writer from South London, has created a new book aimed at helping young people deal with death. Afterlife explores the realities of life that will affect all of us at some point. Tracy Ogali came up with the idea following the death of her husband. She joins us now along with her son Kane, and also a GCSE student, Kira Williams, who created the illustrations. Thank you very much for joining us this morning. Tracy, death often a taboo subject. Not many of us like to talk about it, particularly with younger members of the family. Why did you feel you wanted to address this?
I think the death of my husband was very sudden and unexpected, and my son witnessed the aftermath of that and him actually passing, and I found there was nothing really out there that was available for him to be able to come to terms with what had happened to him. So I decided, it could be a good idea actually to do something.
The book tells the story of Fox,
yes,
who goes through a magical journey after a bereavement. Just give us a bit more about the synopsis.
Sure. His father passes away. It's basically what happened to my son for him, for Kane. And Fox goes on a quest to discover the meaning of life and why we die. And he goes around the world and meets a lot of wise creatures that offered their advice, but none of their theories work for him. And he comes back home feeling like a failure, and then he meets a butterfly, and she guides him through the process of overcoming what happened.
Kane, from that very difficult period in your life, what do you remember of it, and just how difficult it was to kind of come to terms with the experience?
Well, it gets better. It gets a lot easier. It's a healing process, and it does, over these past 6 years, almost coming up to, it's I feel a lot easier, a lot's lifted off of me, and I feel like I'm a new person in a sense. I'm stronger. I feel, lighter in a sense. Not got so much on my head.
Yes. Obviously, something which very hard to deal with at the time. Kira, if we come to you, you've illustrated this book. Just tell us how you became involved.
Well, me and some other artists from my school were offered the chance to illustrate, which was an amazing opportunity. And our art teachers basically said, here's a story, and it's your job to mind map and decide how you want the illustrations to go. And we had some help from Tracy and obviously our art teachers to give us an idea of what we have to work on. But yeah, it's amazing.
We can see some of the images now. They're beautiful to create. I imagine an awful lot of effort and time was spent getting them exactly how Tracy imagined them as well.
Yeah, because we first did our own drafts, and we decided how we wanted it to look. Then there was the colouring that had to go in, the different styles, because we had to amalgamate all our styles together, since there are so many different artists working on the book, and we have to make it all look uniform. But it was nice being able to work with so many different people, because obviously as a GCSE student you don't really get the chance to do that a lot. So
yeah, Tracy, why did you decide to offer young people this opportunity? Because it's incredible for them to be in a published book.
Sure. I basically just felt that it was for children, and it would be remarkable for children to illustrate it and to have the illustrations from their perspective. So I was finding it difficult to find an illustrator, and then I just thought, wow, that'd be a really cool idea, and then approached the school, Chesnut Academy in Balham, where my son went, and the rest happened. It was an amazing process.
Kane, how do you feel to have what is to some extent your story now published in some way?
Yeah, it's amazing. I mean, it's worked very effectively, and it's explained most of what I've dealt with during the past. And for it to have come to life in the way it has, it's amazing. And I think that it's a brilliant job. It's really, really inventive, and it's amazing.
Nobody would wish anybody to have to go through what you have gone through, but we know we all at some stage will. Hopefully, it will help other young people who have to face that at such a young age.
Yes, it's it's crazy.
Well, it's lovely to meet you all. Thank you so much for coming in. It sounds like something we've never heard of before. Certainly not that collaboration as well with young people. Tracy, Kane, and Akira, lovely to meet you. And the book Afterlife is out now online and in all good bookshops. Right, so you are watching London Live.